Alright, what's going on everybody? It's Thundershot and welcome to the Hirudegarn boss battle guide. Unfortunately, as you can see right here, we're starting out not normally where we start at. Normally I start off showing you guys cards or showing you guys the intro to the boss battle fight. But we're actually starting out near the end of the battle here, and that's for one reason and only. I could not get the S rank on this mission for whatever reason. Now that's okay in the regard that we're going to get the Z rank, and by the time you reach this battle, you'll have already obtained the Z rank or the ability to get a Z rank already. So it's not going to be a big deal. But I couldn't get the double S rank. Could not get the double S rank to save my life, and that's okay. Like I said, we're going to do the Z rank to take care of it, but I could only beat it. Now the reason I left this video clip in here is to show you guys I did everything right, like literally everything. You'll see here when I pull up the screen, I got both of what I would call somewhat difficult special challenges. They take a lot more time. I got both the special challenges done. I got done with over 3 minutes left to spare, so it's not like I was on a time crunch or anything. I hit 80% of my shots, which is actually pretty good if you ask me. I had an 80% hit ratio, and I did everything. I got both the special stage challenges done, didn't use any retries, so no one burned up any retry points or anything. So I was just showing you guys that this is not a how to double S rank guide. This is a how to beat guide, and along with that, I'll follow it up with a how to Z rank guide, which in my opinion, the Z rank's a lot easier anyways. But yeah, there you go. I did everything right. I got a double S rank. I'll show it off here. I'll go into detailed info, and I was mad about this, so you can kind of tell on how I scroll. So yeah, remaining time 3 minutes 19 seconds, 80% hit point. Didn't use any retries at all. Beat Hirudegarn, got 4 revived souls in the whole battle, got both the special bonuses, did not get a double S. So that's why this guide is not going to be a double S rank guide today. Just figured I'd point it out. Anyways, here in a second, I think I scroll up and down again just in complete disbelief, because what am I trying to say? I was on this mission for like almost an hour is how long the recording footage was on the day that I did this. So I'd been at it for almost an hour before I came to this, and I was like, well, screw it, I won't do it then. Now, I will say, this is the actual guide now, by the way. This is simply how to beat. We're no longer looking for the double S rank because the double S rank is stupid. But I was going to say the only thing I could even think of that could maybe get me the double S rank on that mission is if I picked crappier support characters. So like, let's just say I had 3 Kid Gohans as my supports, because they offer you more retries, and more retries might mean more points. I haven't actually tested that, so I don't even know if that would work, but I think maybe with more retries you might get more points, so that would be the only way I could think of to double S rank. But anyways, this is the first guide. Double S rank won't matter because I'm going to give you a how to Z rank guide, and Z ranking is really easy. But let's first get into the how to beat guide. Now I'm kind of cheating here because I'm using Whis as a support character of mine, and you wouldn't have Wish yet, assuming you haven't beaten this boss fight. So ignore that. Pick another Android 18. Pick a Super Saiyan 1 Gohan was my go-to before then. But this is basically what you want to do. You want to fly up, stay as far back as possible, stay as high as you can, because that helps you avoid his tail sometimes. Sometimes his tail can't get you. And then basically do the thing you do every time we try to kill a boss. You take out his legs first, or whatever limb you choose, but I hit his legs first, and I hit his legs only, because his legs are the easiest thing to target for me. I have a problem getting to almost every other body part. I sometimes still have a little bit of a problem getting to his legs, but his legs are the easiest thing to target for me. I have a lot of trouble finding his right arm, left arm, or his head, so that's why I stick with his legs. Now, there's a lot of things I need to cover here, and I don't actually have much time to cover it because it didn't take me very long to beat him. I had to pause for a second here. I'm sorry about that. Nothing changed. I don't know what happened. I forget. It's been a while since I recorded this. But anyways, there's a couple things you want to keep an eye on. First of all, I have my team set to go full power mode. You might be better off setting your team to defense mode, because supports, Hirudegarn is really good at one-hit KOing. This is why you stay up as high as you can, by the way. That Flaming Breath is a one-hit KO on almost anybody. If not, it's a one-hit KO on everyone. So if you stay as high as possible, his Flaming Breath will never actually hit you. It may take down your supports, but it'll never actually hit you. I didn't show off my cards because they're not really that important. All you really need to know is if you want my recommendation, I would recommend running bonus cards that give you speed to help you go chase down your supports when they go down, because they will. His kicks and punches do a lot of damage, and like I said, his Fire Breath is a one-hit KO, so you surely don't want to get hit by that. In fact, I'm at a not good altitude right there. I was going to say I was a little bit too low. His Fire Breath could have hit me if he would have aimed at me. But other than that, stay as far back as you possibly can. Shoot at his legs. I'm getting close to taking down his legs, so I don't want to shoot off a super attack. That's why I'm using just Ki Blast. I want to save my super attack. Then when he goes down, hit him with a super attack. And as long as he's down, you can just keep super attacking over and over again. In fact, until his legs regenerate. Even when he stands back up, you can keep super attacking him until his legs regenerate. I actually get really lucky here, and he tries to fire off this super shield thing, right? But I keep getting my super attack, and I keep cutting him off, so he had to keep trying over and over again, and ended up taking him down really early and really easily. Aside from everything I told you already, again, we're just beating him. We're not trying to double S rank, so we don't have to worry about any kind of special conditions. I just hit his legs over and over again until he was weakened, and then hit his main body. But aside from all the things I mentioned before, the only other advice I can really give you is as soon as he disappears and you can't lock on him anymore, or I can't say you can't lock on him, as soon as he disappears and you can't see him anymore, tap R1 immediately, because if you tap R1, no matter where you're at, no matter where he's at, you're going to lock onto him and you're going to know where he is again. You don't want him getting the drop on you or showing up behind you and hitting you with a fire breath cannon just because you can't see him. So as soon as he disappears, because he likes to vanish a lot, and as soon as he does that, just tap R1. Anyways, that was my guide on how to simply beat Hirudegarn if you don't want to lose the ultimate jewel. You might be saving it for something, whatever. That's fine, I get it. But that's the guide on how to beat Hirudegarn. Now we're going to go on to the almost as equally as easy guide, how to Z-rank Hirudegarn. Now, I'm using Kid Buu for this, but I would recommend you actually run Gotenks like I did before, or some other Ki Blast character. Gotenks is my go-to because he's got a really good moveset for taking down these big guys, but I'm using Kid Buu simply because I wanted to show off his ultimate attack. It's one that I haven't got to show off at. I actually don't even think I'd seen it yet myself. But you would be better off using Gotenks. The reason I wanted to mix it up a little bit too is because it literally would have been the exact same guide that I just gave you. You just stay back, you take down his legs, then you hit his body. Don't kill him, but keep hurting him a lot until your energy bar gets full. Now, unlike other bosses, we don't have any kind of prelude fight where we get to knock around someone smaller. Like in the Bardock fight, we got to chain Bardock around to get our energy meter up quicker. In the Metacooler fight, there was a bunch of Metacoolers around we could chain around. We got our energy meter up, so on and so forth with the other bosses. In this boss fight, we don't actually have that, so we have to just attack him and wait for our energy meter to get full. A couple strategies you could use for this is, let's say you did run Kid Gotenks like I suggested. You could switch your teammates over, push right on the directional pad, have them all focus the middle of Hirudegarn. When they go down, because they will, Hirudegarn will take them down eventually. If you're ready, if you have your speed cards on, when your teammates go down, you hit them with a Revive Soul, because reviving your teammates gets your energy up relatively quickly if you're trying to speed up the process. Along with that, when they give you energy and health back, that will boost your energy meter as well. So burning up a lot of your energy and ki is one way to go about it. Also reviving your teammates when they go down. Even if you don't get the revive, even if your teammate gets a revive, like if one of your supports revives another support, that still is good overall for your team's energy meter. Well, let's just say you don't pay attention to anything I just said. You don't do any of that. Just so long as you fly around, keep hurting Hirudegarn, and stay alive, eventually your energy meter will hit max. It might take a little while, and sometimes you might actually kill him by accident, which would suck. But aside from that, this is just the exact same guide I gave you before. You heard him the same way. If you want to tone down, it might slow the process of your energy bar, but if you want to make sure you don't kill him, don't even focus his legs, his arms, or his head or anything. Just keep hitting the middle of Hirudegarn. You'll be getting damage off, your energy meter will be getting up, but you won't actually be hurting Hirudegarn enough for you to ever become close to thinking of killing him. Right there, I know he vanished to right in front of me, but as soon as he disappeared, I pushed R1, Kid Buu auto-locked on him. That's the kind of stuff I was talking about earlier. And aside from that, that's pretty much about it. All I have to do now is wait. Oh, no, I've got a little bit more advice coming up for once I actually start my ultimate. There's really not a lot you have to worry about. The only problem you might run into is if your teammates go down as soon as you kick it into ultimate mode. I'm about to finish filling out my energy meter here, but I'll go ahead and talk about it now. There are a couple really close calls for me. This was my first try trying to Z-rank. Z-ranking most of these big bosses is not hard by any means, but there was a couple really close calls. I got lucky that my supports saved each other, because if they hadn't on at least one occasion, I actually would have lost before I could have got my ultimate off, which isn't good. So if you're having trouble with that, first of all, pack a sensu bean in case you go down. Obviously, that's a step for not only beating it, but trying to get the Z rank. Pack a sensu bean in case you go down. Actually, I take that back. You can't. You got to run ultimate jewel in this one. So for the first one, excuse me, pack a sensu bean. But then aside from that, as far as your teammates go, all right, here we go. I'm charging my ultimate. You're going to see teammates go down. But anyways, if you run into a problem where they keep dying over and over again while you're charging your ultimate, I might suggest running supports with lower power levels. Run some Kid Gohans. I mean, you know, well, Kid Gohan's my personal favorite. I think Jace is also a support type, but there's a couple other lower level supports which give you like 4 or 5 retries. So if you manage to keep them alive or alive for the most part, like here, 2 of my teammates just went down. But since I get the ultimate off in time, I get the ultimate off before 18 goes down, excuse me, so her down didn't actually count. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyways, if you run into the problem where your teammates keep dying while you're charging for an ultimate, run Kid Gohans. Then if you can keep the Kid Gohans alive until you start charging your ultimate, there's no way your ultimate won't be filled by the time they burn through every single retry you have. Even if they get you down to 0 retries before you can throw the ultimate, it doesn't matter because you're going to get the Z rank anyway because you're going to hit your ultimate. But that's about all the advice I got for you guys there. Like I said, if you can finish charging your ultimate before your teammate's timer count hits 0, you won't burn through the retry. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always open to answering questions if anyone else happens to be stuck on certain parts. But that's how you guys take down Hirudegarn. That's how you get the Z rank on Hirudegarn. Again, I couldn't get the double S for you guys, and I'm sorry. I don't know what I did wrong. I literally went through the list, and I did everything perfect exactly the way they wanted to, and I still didn't get a double S rank. But luckily, there's a Z rank, which is somehow better, but 100,000 times easier to get. I never understood that. That's one thing with this game that'll never sit right with me. But yeah, like I said before, leave your comments down below if you have any questions at all you want to ask me on how to beat this boss fight. If there's anything I didn't cover that you would be interested in. And also leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Anyways, that's about all I got for you guys today. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Thundershot, and I'm out. Peace, guys.